solving lesson 1A, multiply, divide. These are the 10 examples I'm going to do for you today. Solving means getting the unknown alone on one side of the equal sign. So if I have like 3x equals 15, my unknown is x. We also call it a variable, and it's a letter that just stands for some kind of number. This is called the coefficient, and the coefficient is the number that's multiplied to it. So you might be used to seeing things like this. This is your multiplication symbol. That says 3x. That's the same as 3.x. That says 3x. This also says 3x. But as you can see, this is much easier to recognize and handle than 3 little x, x. So this is a convention we're going to use, and I read it as 3 times x equals 15. When we solve, we undo PEMDAS. PEMDAS is the order of operations: packages, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Today, we're only dealing with multiply, and the way you undo multiply is its partner, which is divide. So to undo multiply, we'll just do divide. Let's get started. Number 1, 5x equals 15. Here's my variable, the x. 5 is attached by multiplication. I'll move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm getting x equals 3. You might say, why didn't I write it as 3x equals 15? It's attached by multiplication, move it by division. I can do that. It's the same exact. But as we move through complexity of problems, this is going to be easier to read, so this is what we're going to do so we can move forward. Number 2, 4x equals 20. Here's my unknown, it's x. 4 is attached by multiplication, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm getting x equals 5. Number 3, 18a equals 72. My variable this time is a. 18 is attached by multiplication, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I know that this is 4. If you don't, you can always do your division, and sometimes I'll do that for you. But right now I'm just going to say a equals 4. Number 4, 100 equals 20x. My unknown is x. It is on the other side of the equal sign, but it doesn't matter. We have a goal. Get it on top and get it alone. So it doesn't matter if it's on the left side of the equal side or the right side of the equal sign. Just get it alone. So here's the x. 20 is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. 100 divided by 20 is 5. 5 equals x. Number 5, 121 equals 11x. Here's x. The 11 is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Perfect integer squares. 121 divided by 11 is 11. Let's see if I can fit number 6 here. Number 6, 15x equals 5. Here's my unknown, it's x. 15 is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm going to get 1/3. I'll show you how I did that. 15 is the same as 5 times 3. This is the same as 5 times 1. 5 over 5 reduces to 1. So that leaves me 1/3. If you're a little confused on that, you can go to my fractions, reducing fractions page. Number 7, 20x equals 4. The 20 is attached to the x by multiplication, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I have x equals, now, the top is smaller than the bottom. So first off, I know this number is going to be less than 1. That really helps me to kind of get that in my head. 20 is the same as 4 times 5. And this is 4 times 1. So the 4's go away, and I get 1/5. And that was what I was expecting. I was expecting a fraction less than 1. I like to have something that I'm kind of expecting sometimes. 72x equals 18. X is my unknown, 72 is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Whoops. Now, so before when we had 72 over 18, we knew that was 4. So this one's actually going to be 72 is 18 times 4. I'm getting 1/4. X is 1/4. And I think you can hear my dog just came upstairs. I'm just going to keep going anyway. Number 9, 14b equals 0. B is my unknown. 14 is attached by multiplication. I'm going to move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm going to get B equals 0. B is 0. Number 10. I have 7k equals 10. K is my unknown. 7 is attached by multiplication. I'm going to move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm getting k equals 10/7. Okay, now that's the end of the examples. Now I'm going to put in here the try-its. These are the try-its. I recommend you take a screenshot, try them on your own, and then watch me go through them. Try-it number 1. 5x equals 25. 5 is attached to the x by multiplication. I'm going to move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm getting x equals 5. Number 2. 4x equals 24. My unknown is x. The 4 is a coefficient attached by multiplication. Going to move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I have x equals 6. Number 3. 18a equals 36. A is my unknown. 18 is attached by multiplication. I'm going to move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm going to get 2. A equals 2. Number 4. 100 equals 50x. 50 is attached to x by multiplication. I'm going to move it to the other side of the equal sign. It doesn't matter if my unknown x is on the left side or the right side. My only goal is to get it alone. So to get it alone, I'm going to divide by 50. 100 over 50 is 2. 2 equals x. Number 5. 144 equals 12x. X is my unknown. 12 is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And 144 divided by 12 is 12, one of our perfect integer squares. Number 6. 25x equals 5. 25 is attached to x by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. So I know I'm going to get a fraction less than 1 because the top is smaller than the bottom. 25 is the same as 5 times 5. And 5 on top is 5 times 1. The 5 over 5 go away, and I'm getting 1/5. X is 1/5. Number 7. 24x equals 4. 24 is attached to my x by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Again, I know I'm going to get a fraction less than 1. 24, I'm going to do 4 times 6. You might say, how about 3 times 8? Well, I want 4 times 6 because I see the 4 in the top, so I'm trying to be a little bit clever here. The 4's go away, and I get 1/6. X is 1/6. Number 8. 130x equals 130. 130 is attached to my unknown x by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Now you're going to notice every time I cross out, I really get rid of it. I don't just lightly cross out my value that I moved because I still see it, and sometimes I get confused. So when I cross out, I really cross out. 130 over 130 is 1. X equals 1. Number 9. 6b equals 0. B is my unknown. I want to get it alone. 6 is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm getting b equals 0. B is 0. Just want to try to fit number 10 on here. Number 10, I have 10k equals 7. 10 is attached to k by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Odd, even, nothing here that's going to reduce. That's my final answer. In the links below, you'll find a link to the video where I do 4 review sets of this. But the first thing you're going to see is the 4 sets of problems. Because what I want you to do is, if you find that you get something wrong, do it again right away. Don't just move on, because you're going to have the incorrect memory in your head. What you want to do is, if you got something wrong, do it again and do it correctly. So your brain is actually replacing the wrong memory with the right memory. So below you'll find a link to the Gumroad where you can download the PDF of this entire lesson. And you'll find the link to the YouTube video where you can watch me do the 40 problems.